Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this video. I hope you're having a good day. Um, in this video, I want to address three where questions related to correlation tables. Where they found, where they not found, and where they sometimes found. And in the previous video, I talked about how, when are they used, and I said they're used almost everywhere. Whenever you do descriptive analysis, you may have a correlation table. When you do associative analysis, there'll obviously be a correlation table. And even when you do some sort of causal modeling, invariably there's going to be a correlation table show up. So when we get to the questions of where they found, once again, the answer gets a little tricky. But I would say that where they are found, if you're writing your dissertation, um, reflects reflects a lot with how we write and how we view statistics. For example, in an earlier video, I pointed out that a lot of times crosstab tables and multi-level crosstab tables are put in appendices. Well, sometimes we'll do that with our correlation matrices, especially if we have a number of variables. When we start talking about factor analysis, which is creates matrices, those will typically be found in appendices. But if I am doing a simple correlation analysis, quite often that table will not be found in appendices. It will be found in the text itself, especially if I'm doing a multivariate analysis with, say, 3 or 4 variables or just a simple bivariate analysis. It's much easier just to put it in the text. By extension, when it then comes time to submit for publication, we sometimes have to make that modification to get it ready for publication because many journal editors prefer it to be at the back, and then they will typeset it, figure out where it goes from there. So that's something to be thinking about where do these tables go. So where are they not found? Okay. Well, generally speaking, when we have to start cutting tables out of dissertations, these are the types of tables that we like to cut out. In the previous video, I talked about how we modify descriptive and correlation tables to create one table. And so that's where they're not found. You may be writing something and get a note from your chair or from an editor saying, hey, you mentioned these values, but I don't see the table. That's usually a result of making changes, combining tables, and not putting it in your text. It's that simple. Where are they sometimes found? Well, as with some of your crosstab tables and descriptive tables that we spoke of earlier, they are sometimes found in your proposal hearing, especially if you've done some preliminary research and you have some preliminary results. Correlation tables are a very effective way of getting some points across that you want to make to substantiate why you're doing what you're doing. As we are trained when we take statistics to look for the asterisks, and as soon as we see that asterisk, it cues us to pay attention to two variables. It's just the way we've been trained. Any of us that have taken statistics classes in the past have been raised to believe that, it's about the 0.05 and have to find something statistically significant or no journal will publish my research, which is not a true statement because I've had an article published with nothing statistically significant. It really comes down to your writing. So you will sometimes find these correlation tables in preliminary results. Once again, you have to remember, when you are doing this, you are in a negotiation with your chair and in the future, hopefully, with an article publisher. So I hope this video has answered some of your questions. Hope it's raised some questions. If it has, we'd love to hear it. Otherwise, I hope you have a good day.